everyone, Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me with another layout video. This video is for the Confessions of the Paper Addict design team, and I'm using the super cute Foxey cut file. So I am creating this layout using a few bits and pieces, mostly indigo and ivory I am using at the moment. So I've pulled out about a 6-inch piece of that gorgeous floral paper, and then 1-inch pieces of that ombre sort of teal paper as well. And I'm just making the horizontal band across my page, a little happy horizontal happening there today. And then once I've stuck all of that down, I have got for myself my already backed cute Foxey cut file. He is so super cute. I used the festive fox not long ago, and I kind of stuck to really traditional fox colors, and this time I partly did and partly different. I couldn't quite bring myself to go too crazy with my fox, but I went a little bit crazy, a tiny bit crazy, to tie into the other colors used in the papers and in my photos and in the embellishments. So I'll show you in just a second when I pull him over. Sorry, trying to get my happy horizontal perfect, but I couldn't, so just leaving it be. So for some reason, my white backing paper is just a smidge smaller than 12 inches, like less than a millimeter smaller. So I just cut a little bit off there. So here's my super cute fox, and I'm just layering him up with a whole bunch of foam. And then I'm going to stick him down. And you can see I've still got pink ears, and I've still got sort of orange colored fox fur, but his other color is where I've let a little bit of creativity come in. And on a traditional fox, that would probably just be like a creamy color, but I decided I'd throw in a few other bits and pieces just because I can, and that's where it ties in with my other colors that are seen on the page. So I'm just backing up my photos. I'm just using this other indigo and ivory page with this little sandy paper, and just that's all today. So it's just one layer of white and then one layer of just a nice sort of sandy color. And once those are all backed, I'm going to get to town in creating my layout. Have I mentioned yet about joining the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group? Because if I haven't, you totally need to jump on over there and join that group. I will put the link in the description box down below. It is a really chatty, friendly little group on Facebook where people share their layouts. It is also super awesome because Virginia gives out free cut files quite regularly, at least once a fortnight, I think. And often when she has special things happen, she just sneaks extra free cut files in there. So definitely join that group. So, I'm going to squeeze 3 photos in here because I feel like the progression of those photos really tells the story. It's sort of the picture of Tom noticing the cat and being like, oh, look, Mum, there's a cat. And then reaching out to touch the cat, and the cat like bats his hand away. And then the hysterical giggles that follows having the cat notice him. So I feel like I needed them all to really sort of tell the progress, the story about why these photos were important, which is cool. So putting all 3 of those up on foam, which makes them the same height as am I not? No, I am not. I take it back. Putting them flat to the page, which makes them a little bit more flat compared to the cut file, which is on foam. There we go. I really wanted to put this card in because the I am feeling, excited, happy, and so on and so forth was really cute, and I really wanted to try and accentuate how thrilled he was by this, but in the end it kind of gets lost on the page, which is a little bit of a shame. I think I could have done that better. I used a little gold love heart to signify which of the circles I was clicking on, and it didn't really pinpoint it well enough. It wasn't direct enough, basically. Those gold flowers are from a Pink Fresh, I do believe, Puffy Stickers sheet that has a lot of words would be good right now. Phrase, I think it's from the Everyday Musings collection. I'm going to just pop out to my scrap room and double check that I'm giving you the correct information there. Yeah, Everyday Musings Puffy Accents, it is called. And yeah, there's some really cute phrases on that. Choose joy, all in love, hearts, all together, those kind of things. And then there are some frames and a couple of these florals. I've already used one on a different layout. And yeah, so I thought I would include those around the fox just to be the base for my clusters. Then I've also got these Corbett Creation chipboard that were raw chipboard that I have embossed using the Stampin' Up gold embossing powder. It is a lot flatter or a matter gold than what the Puffy Accents, the Everyday Musings Pink Fresh Studios gold is, but they complement each other. They look okay together. It's a little bit like mixing metals, even though they're both gold. You can't tell as well in this, like in the direct light it looks super shiny, but in the sort of off light it looks a little bit more matte. So in real life you can definitely see both aspects of that, the shininess and the not so shininess. Which actually, yeah, it looks quite nice. They're a little bit hard to attach because, of course, they didn't stick very well to the puffy flower. Even though I put glue on them, they didn't really stick that well to that, but they did stick to each other and to the photos. So I also adhered them to those spots as well. And then I'm just adding a little butterfly from the Indigo and Ivory embellishment pack. And so just keeping the clusters, I want to say I'm keeping them quite simple because I'm just using those floral elements, but they're super busy. Like that's a lot of gold, that's a lot of dimension. There's a lot sort of going on in those clusters, hence why I didn't add much more. So now for my title, I'm using a mixed thicker. So I'm using the word brave from the Everyday Musings Puffy Accents, the same as the floral piece, and then the little tiny alphas that I do believe are Paige Evans alphas. So it says be brave, and I'm just having a look here. I had an idea in my head that I wanted the happy sort of in the center of the page, but it was too much on top of that, all that gold cluster, and it looked a bit too much, so just moved it down a little bit. So be brave, be happy. And I was just testing the stickiness then, giving the page a bit of a shake and a flick to make sure they weren't going to come off. Be brave, be happy, and smile is my title. And so once I've done that, that's when I was deciding that I am feeling was like just getting lost and you couldn't really tell what it was. And so therefore I'll just use it as a cluster base. So it then needed something else because that lonely heart just looked like it was hanging out by itself. So I just fussy cut a little tiny butterfly out of the pattern paper and stuck that on as well. Then just popping a little bit more gold because you can never have enough, by adding a rhinestone. Excuse me. And then once I've popped a rhinestone, I was only going to do 3 in each of the clusters, and then realized I kind of wanted one around the Be Brave as well, so I just added one there anyway. Then a little bit of gold Heidi shine just around those clusters again. And we are done. So I'm going to pop in some close-up photographs for you now. I hope you enjoy those. It gives you a bit of a better look at the different coloured gold. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to check the description box down below for links to the Etsy shop, direct links to the cut file I used, and links to the Facebook group. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.